and welcome to an explanation and kind of a little bit more information behind your final project of the year. So, whether we were in remote learning or not, we were going to do this project that's based on this hashtag, I am a Clipper. And for some of you, you see it on your front lawn, and some of you, you've heard it over the course of the year. And it's an initiative that we started as a way to measure your success rate as a student beyond your academic life, beyond what you are in the classroom. And so, a team of teachers and myself, as well as some other people in the district, have worked towards a way of creating an assessment of student learning. For this project, what we want you to do is reflect upon your year in this course and your life in general, following the Clipper breakdown as a guide. There's a couple things you need to know before we talk about the Clipper breakdown. So the first thing you need to know is that in order to receive full credit for the project, you must use all 7 letters of the word Clipper, which represent different characteristics of student learning. Creative, learner, inquisitive, partner, participant, effective communicator, and finally, resilient. I think many of you can figure out how you've been resilient in the last few weeks. And over the course of the year, you've exhibited all, if not some, but mostly all of the things that are listed above. Here's what's expected of you. There are 7 letters in the word Clipper. You will pick 4 letters, which represent 4 different words, and reflect upon how you have been successful and you have not been successful at executing that characteristic in this class. Then, you will pick the 3 remaining letters, or 3 different characteristics, and reflect upon where they have been found in your life. From there, you can do that by filling out the table you've been provided. Or the Google form. The Google form helps your teacher stay on top of you and help you track what you need and give you some feedback about where you could get better or give a more in-depth example. The final part of the project is to take the information that you've created and either write about it or create a media piece. You can create a Flipgrid video, which is 5 minutes long. You could create a podcast telling us your story. You could create an infographic in a graphical way. You could display the information that you want to share. You could make a PowerPoint. You could make a book. You could write an essay. Get creative and share your year with us, the teachers of Falmouth High School. Attached, you'll find a breakdown of the Clipper and what it represents. Okay, so here's your chart, and here is the breakdown. Okay. I mean it genuinely when I tell you that a team of teachers, myself included, worked really hard to come up with a way to measure your success as a student that wasn't based on the grades you got on your report card. We said if a kid leaves Falmouth High School when they graduate from high school or when they're a junior or senior in high school, what would make them ideal to be successful in this world? We wanted them to be curious. We wanted them to be a learner, inquisitive, a partner and a participant, an effective communicator, and resilient. And it was actually one of your teachers at Falmouth High School who came up with that slogan. And they said, well, I'm a Clipper, and that is the best way to describe myself. For creative, you'd want to show me an example of something where you're curious, you used your imagination, you considered new ways to express ideas, you were innovative, you seeked original solutions, you willingly took risks, you engaged in problem solving, you completed multiple drafts to determine the best learning, you took advantage of opportunities to advance your learning, you explored new opportunities and approaches to learning, and embraced all opportunities to attempt new approaches in learning in aspects of my life. In many ways, being participant in remote learning captures a lot of where people would be successful with that. It might also capture where some of them haven't been as successful as they'd like to be. As a learner, I can learn. I welcome new learning opportunities. I seek out knowledge. I know how to find relative effective information. I'm able to adapt to different situations, evaluate information and determine accuracy and reliability, demonstrate content understanding, demonstrate self and social awareness, making meaningful and relevant connections, and a growth mindset about my learning in respect to learning process of others. I'm inquisitive, I investigate, I develop novel, thought-provoking questions about information, identify and select information, develop a sophisticated organizational structure, create original conclusions based on analysis, evaluate the credibility and source of information, assess the strengths and limitations of a source, develop my own perspective, create an original conclusion, reflect on responses to questions, and an inclination to learn, grow, and attain new knowledge through application of real-world problems. For the partner and participant, the information stays the same for both words, but you need to give me two different kind of sets of examples. One where you believe you really truly were a participant, and one where you truly believe you were a partner, as well as where you failed to be a participant and you failed to be a partner. I am present, prepared, and have a positive attitude. I follow class and team norms. I cooperate. I collaborate. I make meaningful and insightful and helpful contributions, resist inappropriate social pressures, fulfill my responsibilities in a timely manner. I'm compassionate and culturally aware, and I value and respect differences in perspective of opinion. You are an effective communicator. You listen, emphasize with others, document evidence, ideas, clearly communicate relative and factual information, participate in the conversation without taking over, document ideas and solutions, statements, presentations, and constructions, advocate for other students, celebrate the accomplishments of others, use language that recognizes different cultures and focuses on different perspectives, honest and open about specifications, benefits and limitations, and communicate with my audience in mind. And finally, many of you I know are resilient. I persevere, positively respond to failure, able to self-regulate, take academic risks and learn from my failures, overcome obstacles to reach goals, flexible and able to stay focused when faced with challenges, identify, accept what I need, and know that falling forward is part of the learning process. Attend to my physical, social, and emotional health and wellness to ensure my best learning, and I self-advocate. These are the key components of what you'll be sharing within your media piece. The final part of this project is simply that you need to answer a series of questions. And these questions are more targeted to the specific class that you're in. What are the concepts we talked about this year that you can see being applied beyond the course? How did this class help or not help? You better understand what's going on in the world around you. What did you learn about yourself? Thinking about the course as a whole, what advice would you give an incoming student who wants to take the class? And do you regret taking the class? And if you do, what feedback can you give me as a teacher, whether you do or you don't, to make it better? I hope this helps explain what you need to do. And good luck. I can't wait to see what you produce. We're almost there.